Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Daily Shooter, and I'm out here in the Mojave Desert today to do a little bit of testing and review a steel target and stand combo that comes in at just under 80 bucks. Now that's a really good price, especially for AR500 steel. So I want to make sure that this thing can actually hold up to the abuse, that it's not a waste of your 80 bucks, and maybe you should just go buy something similar that costs 140 bucks. So we're going to go ahead and test it out with both pistol and rifle calibers and just kind of see how it holds up today. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box. It's supposed to be completely toolless setup. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, I got this target and stand from Optics Planet. They are a huge supporter of the channel, so you can use the discount code TDS5 if you head over there. I'll put more information in the comment section. I'll go ahead and I'll pin it to the top. But as you can see on the box right here, it says 10-inch gong target, 1/2 inch thick with stand. So let's go ahead and open it up. I'll show you guys what you get. Now, when you originally open this up, you'll see that you have your steel target here. This is your 10-inch gong. This is actually separately packaged. I would just went ahead and took it out just for the sake of time. We have a 10-inch steel gong target. It's got 2 holes on it right there for your chains and your hooks. Set that to the side. Pretty heavy. Excuse me, 1/2 inch thick steel target. Then we have our chains, and we have what looks to be some quick connect hooks and stuff like that. So basically all of our hardware. And then we have the metal for our stand. The metal for our stand is not AR500 or anything special like that. It's just a standard metal stand. We've got some Y-bars, some T-bars right here, so we'll go ahead and we'll put this thing together. But again, like I said, it's supposed to be toolless, and it looks fairly easy. You know, we just have some chains and some hooks. So let's go ahead and put this thing together and get on it. Now, most companies recommend a certain distance for shooting specific calibers. So if you're going to be shooting rifles, you want to keep your steel target at about 100 yards. And if you're shooting pistol calibers, you want to stay at around 20 yards. That seems to be pretty much typical across the board. Now, that's not just to keep your steel safe so that you don't actually dimple or damage the steel, but it's also supposed to keep you safe because they're worried about some type of Spalling coming back at you or something like that. Now for me, when I shoot steel, I'm typically anywhere from 7 to 10 yards. I don't go back to 20 yards to shoot steel unless I'm actually having fun and practicing shooting a little bit longer ranges. When it comes to rifles, I do like to stretch it out a little bit further, maybe 60 yards or 70 yards. Or if I'm shooting something like a 308, then I'll take it out 100 plus yards or something like that. But what we're gonna do today, since this is a test, we're gonna go ahead and shoot it at distances much closer. So we're gonna go ahead and use this 1911, this Kimber 1911 right here, chambered in 45 ACP at 7 yards. And we're gonna shoot standard Glock 17 right here, 9mm at 7 yards as well. And then we'll go ahead and check our target and see how well it holds up. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and continue to hit this thing with the 9. I want to see if any of the spalling is going to affect the chain or the stand itself. And so let me put a few more rounds on there, and then we'll inspect the steel target, the chain, and the stand. Remember, this is just under 80 bucks. All right, now bear with me. I don't usually do this, but I'm hand holding the camera here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the steel itself. And pretty much like I expected, it didn't do absolutely anything with our 9 or our 45. So, I mean, absolutely nothing. So it looks pretty good. I'm happy about that. Well, it's official. If it wasn't before, I'm a dumbass. I went ahead and moved the camera to a better position, and I never hit the record button. So I went to town on this steel target, and I didn't record any of it except for that first part with the pistol. But I can still show you guys what we have here as far as, you know, damage is concerned. And I shot this thing a lot. 5.56, 300 blackout. We did the 9mm, the 45, and then you could see I peppered it with a little bit of birdshot and some buckshot. So there's birdshot on here, buckshot on here, 9mm, 45, 300 blackout, 223, 5.56. It seems like the shotgun kind of took off the majority of the paint. Might be why you don't see anything. But I shot this again at around 50 yards, between 50 and 60 yards. I just kind of measured it by foot, but 50 or 60 yards, and you could see some of the different shots. There's no pop marks or anything. It's just the missing paint. This thing actually held up really well. As a matter of fact, this actually held up better than some other steel targets that I have that cost significantly more. Now, I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but it looks like I pelted the stand with a little bit of birdshot. Now, birdshot's just birdshot. You know, I just wanted to see how it would react to all the BBs kind of flying around it and what it would be like to actually hit the stand with some of those BBs. And from the looks of it, it looks like it didn't do anything. If it did anything at all, it just kind of removed the paint, but there's no dents or anything else. It just simply took the paint off. Now, again, this is not AR500. It is standard steel. For the frame at least. The plate obviously is AR500 steel, but just regular old steel for the frame, and it seems to be holding up really well. All that Spalling, I would say in total, what do we do down with pistol? Something like 35 maybe total rounds, 40 rounds, maybe 40 rounds. And then another 60 rounds between shotgun and rifles. So yeah, I would say around 100 rounds on this target so far. And the stand's holding up great, and the target's not even damaged at all. It just needs to be repainted. So I'm really happy with it. Anyway, check out the Copper Ridge stand and target combo over at Optics Planet. Use the discount code TDS5. And again, I'll put more information in the comment section. I'll pin that to the top. You guys can check that out. Thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.